In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can start and execute your n8n workflows using a Telegram voice note. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so we have the workflow right here. I'm just going to execute the workflow. Send Eric an email describing who Elon Musk is. And as you can see, we sent the voice note and the workflow is running right here. We are transcribing the audio. We go to the AI agent and then it says email sent right here. And I'll show you guys right here. So we have the subject introduction to Elon Musk and we have the email sent right there. So now I'm going to show you guys exactly how to build this entire workflow step by step. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to want to do is set a Telegram trigger. So we're just going to write Telegram here and we're going to go down to triggers and we're going to do on message. It is very important you do triggers on message because this will take text messages, but it will also take voice notes as well. And then you want to make sure that your credential is set up right here with the correct Telegram bot. If you don't know how to set up your Telegram with n8n, I did make another video, so make sure to go watch that video and then you can come back to this video. So once we set up our Telegram node like this, all we're gonna do is we want to get some input. So I'm just gonna click execute here and then I'm gonna open Telegram and I'm just gonna write test. So as you can see, the message has showed up here as a text. And this is the chat ID and we got the test message right there. So now the next node we want is we want a switch node like this. And the reason we want this is because we want to determine which part of the workflow will go down depending on what comes in. So if we have a text come in, it will go down one part of the workflow. If we have an audio come in, a voice note, it will go down another part. So this is how we're going to set that up. We're just going to add a switch node and we're going to add that in right there. And we're going to need 3 rules. But we're going to start with the first rule and we'll do it by dragging and dropping this text right here. So if there is a text like that, then we're going to say if the string exists. So if there is a string of a text, we'll go down this path and we can rename this output to text just like that. And then we're going to add another routing, but we're going to save. And now for that routing, all we're going to do is we're going to re-execute this and we're just going to test. We're just going to put in a voice note just like that. And as you can see, we have got the voice note, but this time you can see that it came in as a voice object with a bunch of different information. And you can see the type right here is an audio and we have a file ID as well. So to figure that out, if it's an audio message, all we're going to do is we're going to drag and drop the file ID right here. And we're just going to do the exact same thing, string exists, and we're going to name this audio. And for the last routing, in case we do have an error, we're just going to write error, and we're going to rename this to error, just like so. So now we have it set up. You guys can move this around if you want. You just grab this and you could restructure it how you'd like. I usually like the voice note on the top. So now we have our 3 kind of outputs that it could go through set up. So the next step here is we're going to set up the audio part. So what we want to do is we do a get a file node from Telegram. So how we do this is we're going to write Telegram right here and we're just going to find get a file. So once you click there, as you can see, that's where you need the file ID. So if we run the previous node here, we're going to be able to grab that file ID and we're just going to drag and drop it and you can leave download turned on and we're going to execute. So now, as you can see, we got some binary data right here, which is our audio file. And what we're gonna do after that is we're just gonna transcribe that binary file right there that has our audio in it. So we're just gonna write OpenAI. You guys can do this with OpenAI. Just make sure you connect your credentials with the OpenAI documentation API. And let me just find it here. So transcribe a recording. We're gonna click on that. Make sure your credentials are connected. And for the input data field name here, we just want it to be the same that's written here. So you can see here it's written data. So we're just gonna leave it as data here. And we're gonna execute that. And as you can see here, now if I take a look at it, it says it transcribed our voice note into test right here. So once we have that, we have our audio side set up where now we can get the audio that we put in the voice note and we can transcribe it and turn it into text. Now what we want is if we do get a text, so let me just save and refresh, then we'll go down the middle path. And for the middle path, all we're gonna do is we're gonna add a edit field, and we're just gonna add here text, and for the value, we're just going to, for example, run this right here. So, and we're gonna write test right there, just so that we have a written version now. We're gonna run this. And as you can see, it did go down the middle field here. It is green. So let me just move this up so it's a little more clean here. And now all we're gonna do is in this edit field, we're gonna drag and drop the text right there so that now we have it much cleaner. We're gonna run this and you'll see we just have the variable text with whatever text we put in. And for the last one, we're just going to add another edit field. And with this edit field, we're just going to put error. And for now, we could just put error as well. That's not too important for now. All right. So once we have all this set up, we can connect all our info to the AI agent. So for the AI agent, I'm just gonna copy and paste this. I will make another video on how to build an AI agent like this, but for the sake of this video, it's just showing you guys how to do the voice notes. So I'm just gonna connect everything here to this AI agent. I'll still go through it briefly. So basically, all I did here was I have a simple AI agent, and then in the prompt here, I just put here is the input with the JSON text. So the input just comes in as whatever the text was before. For example, if it's here, we're gonna have to change this actually so that the variable matches. So remember the capitals matter as well. And then here too, it comes out as a text variable. And then what we have as well is I just wrote a quick simple prompt here that says create an email with proper HTML format using the input. Use the Sheets tool to figure out who to send figure out the email to send to. Well, I didn't write that too well, but basically just saying use the sheet to figure out who you want to send an email to, and then replace your name with Eric Lazar, because usually it would create the template, and in the template it would just leave your name, and that doesn't look too good like that. So once it's set up, then I also have a Google Sheets set up here, and it's just a contacts demo, and it's just get rows, so we can get all the rows. I have all the emails there, all the names. So if I say, oh, get Eric's email or send Eric an email, it's gonna figure out my email just like that. And we're using OpenRouter GPT 4.1 mini, which works perfectly fine for this use case. And then we're going to have the structured output here, So basically we break it down into three variables. We have who we're sending to, we have the subject, and then we have the body. The reason this is important is because for our final node, when we put the Gmail node here, we're gonna do a send message. So let me just find that real quick. There we go. And here, the reason we did do that is, I'm just gonna put random stuff so we don't get errors right now. The reason we did that is, as you can see, we need someone to send to, we need the subject, and we need the message. So we need three different variables with that information. So now I'm just gonna run these one by one from the audio file side so I could show you guys how to set up the Gmail part. So let's just run this, and then I'm gonna say, send a email to Eric explaining who Elon Musk is. So we did that. As you can see, it is green right here. And if I open it up, we have the file that has come in. So now we're just gonna run the next node, and it went down the audio side because it figured out that it was an audio message. Now we're gonna get the file here and we're gonna transcribe. Sometimes transcribing takes a bit of time depending on how long it is. But as you can see here, we got the text right here, send email to Eric explaining who Elon Musk is. I love how I got the in there. And then with that, we can see the AI agent, it has the text right here. So basically whatever variable here, so either if it's like the actual text we did before, or right now, this variable is called text as well. It's gonna grab whichever input you have there, and we're gonna run this. So if we execute this, you guys will see that it went into the sheets, it figured out who I was, what the email was, and we have the structured output as well, where we have the send to with the email, the subject, and the body. And then the last step is we'll go straight into the Gmail node here, and we'll just delete these real quick, and then we'll drag and drop this like so, the subject to match with the subject and the message to match with the message. And if we execute this step just like that, and as you guys can see right here, who is Elon Musk, and we got the email sent just like that. So I hope you guys learned something new in this video. It's pretty simple, fundamental thing to learn here in n8n, and I use this in many of my flows because being able to start flows using voice notes is very useful in many situations. But if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you want this workflow, you can go down in the description and join my school. You will be able to download this and try for yourself. I also have all my other workflows in there and a free dropshipping course if you guys are interested in that. And I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and see you guys in the next one.